I hope everyone can see this um, slide what I'm sharing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Any doubts in the previous class of the conic section, ellipse, parabola, hyperbola, or scales? What we learned: metric units, imperial units. Okay. So I hope no doubts. So I'll be going to the. I will be starting. So
Your voice is
scales.
low, sir.
Okay. Okay. Wait. I will be increasing my voice. I hope now my voice is clear. Yeah. So scale of the drawing. So because we are because all the objects what we are see on day-to-day life, either they are larger than the drawing sheet or lesser than the drawing sheet. So that's the reason either we will be reducing the scale or we will be enlarging the scale. Enlarging the scale. So if we draw exact size of the object, it is 1:1. If you are reducing, then the denominator will be more. If you are enlarging, then numerator will be more. Okay. Numerator is x, denominator is y. If x equal to y, it is a full size scale. If y is greater than x, it is a reducing scale. If x is greater than y, it is enlarging scale. Okay. And there are three types of scales you need to learn. Okay. Yeah. First is a representative factor. So this factor represents whether what is the actual length by what is the drawing length you are taking. So in the numerator, we'll take drawing length. So this is your drawing sheet. This is your drawing sheet. And suppose this is your object. Your object is this much. It is larger than the drawing sheet. But on the numerator, we'll take that what is the line we are drawing on the drawing sheet. This line is equal to this line. Suppose this line is suppose 10 centimeter. This 10 centimeter and this is suppose 1000 centimeters example. So this is 1000 centimeters. So what we do, representative factor means drawing length. What is the drawing length? You are drawing 10 centimeters, but actual length is 1000 centimeters. So in the numerator, you have to take what is the line you are drawing on drawing sheet. Denominator, you have to take the what is the actual size of the length line you are drawing. That you have to take in the representative factor. So while calculating, make sure that numerator and denominator should be of same units. The unit shouldn't be changing. And this is for the one dimensional. Whenever you are taking one dimensional, you have to use drawing length by actual length. And whenever you are taking the two dimensional such as area, so drawing area will be L square and actual area will be also in L square. Suppose it is L unit is in centimeter, so it will be centimeter square, or the unit is in mm, so mm square. So so because it has square and we are drawing only 1D, we can't draw 2D on drawing sheet. So that's the reason what we do is we use square root. So this square will be cancelled and we'll get the L. So whenever you are taking area, you have to use the square root, and whenever we are taking the volume, you have to take cube root. That's the formula we will be using here. And length of scale. So length of scale is nothing but suppose it is 1000 centimeters. That 1000 centimeter, we are taking it as 10 centimeter. That is the length of scale. Example of the length of scale is suppose you take your small scale of 15 centimeters. So the length of scale is 15 centimeters. That is the maximum length you have to take for the small scale. If you are using a 30 centimeter scale, the length of the scale is 30 centimeters. That is the direct explanation of the length of scale. So whatever the length you want to draw, you have to take the equal to that actual distance. It is a 30 centimeter, you have to take the 30 centimeter is the length of scale. If you're drawing 15 centimeters, 15 centimeter is the length of the scale you have to take. So how to calculate? How to calculate length of scale? Suppose your RF is for your normal scale, 15 centimeter scale, RF is 1:1. Example, RF is 1:1 and maximum distance to be represented is 15 centimeters. 15 centimeters. So how we have to calculate length of scale is 1 by 1 multiplied by 15 centimeters. Then your length of scale equal to 15 centimeters. Then your length of scale will be 15 centimeters. Suppose there's a 30 centimeter scale and you want to make the length of scale as 15 centimeters. So what we have to do is we will be reducing. We have to take the ratio as 1:2 and maximum distance to be represented is 30 centimeters. On the scale it is 30 centimeters. So you have to calculate such a way that 1 by 2 multiplied by 30, because you are reducing, you are making exactly half. So the length of scale you have to calculate it. After calculation the length of scale will be 15 centimeter. Like that you have to calculate. Suppose the RF is 1:3. Example, RF is 1:3 and the distance is around 30. Example, 30 centimeter. Then how you will be calculating length of scale? How much length you have to take, give for the length of scale will be 1 by 3 multiplied by 30. Then your length of scale is 10. Like that you have to calculate your this length of scale before starting any problem. In the problem they'll give directly length of scale. You have to calculate what is RF. First you have to calculate RF. This RF you can calculate by either for the one dimensional you can calculate this one, for two dimensional you can use this one, for three dimensional you can use this formula, and you have to find the RF value. Then you have to know the what is the maximum distance of the scale. The maximum distance of the scale is 15 centimeters or 30 centimeters or 30 centimeters. So depending upon your RF multiplied by the maximum distance, you will get the what is the length you have to assume for this. You need to calculate before solving the problem. Okay. Okay. Generally, you'll take in centimeters. 95% of the problem of the LOS will be units will be centimeters. 95%. In rare cases, one or two cases, we will be using millimeter as the standard LOS value you will be taking. And if your value is less than 10 and greater than 25, then make sure that you have done some mistake in this formula, either this formula, either in RF or taking the maximum distance, you have done some mistake. So generally it will be between 10 to 25 centimeters. Okay. And sometimes in the problem, they won't be giving maximum distance to be represented. Suppose what happens here is, suppose the maximum distance is 15 centimeters, but they don't give the maximum distance. So in a 15 centimeter scale, we can measure less than anything less than 15 we can measure. Suppose 13, 12, 10 we can measure. Suppose in the problem they ask you to measure the 13 centimeters. Example, 13 centimeters they ask you to measure. Then you have to round it off to highest value. Then you can take the maximum distance as 15. In few problems they don't give the what is the maximum distance. Then you have to round it off to the higher whole number. You have to round it off higher whole number, such as if they ask you to find out the 12, then you can make it as 15. If they ask you to find out 25, then you have to make it as 30. Like that you have to round it off to the higher whole number. You have to round it off. In few problems they won't give the what is the maximum distance to be measured. Then you can assume your own value, take the rounded off value based on the what is the value you are taking, what is the distance to be measured. Based on that you can take. Okay. Yeah. So plane scale, so we discussed in the last class. So before starting plane scale, you have to know the LOS length. LOS you have to calculate. This LOS you have to divide into equal number of main divisions. So suppose if you take your normal 15 centimeter scale, can you tell me what is the main division of the this normal scale? Anyone? What is the main division and subdivision in this 15 centimeter scale? Anyone? What is the main division? Yeah. So in this 15 centimeter scale, the main division is centimeter. And what is the subdivision on this scale? What is the subdivision? Centimeter is divided into which units? Yeah, anyone?
Millimeter.
Millimeter. Okay. So whatever the scale you take, in the plane scale, you can take two consecutive units. One is here in this scale we are taking centimeter and millimeter. In the other scale you can take feet and inches. So the main division will be feet and your subdivision will be inches. So like that, any scale you have to create. It represents two subsequent units or units and its fraction. Okay. So examples such as meter and decimeter. Meter and decimeter you can take. Kilometer and hectometer you have to take. Feet and inches, millimeter and 1/10 of millimeter you can take. So generally any plane scale you have one main division and one subdivision. Those should be two consecutive units. Two consecutive units you have to take, such as meter and decimeter. Below meter you can find decimeter, and below kilometer you can find hectometer. So below feet you can find inches. Feet are divided into inches, then millimeters are divided into 1/10 of millimeter. So like this you can make the divisions. And so this is a plane scale. So if you look at your plane scale, if you look at your this normal scale, if I want to measure 10.2 centimeter, so I can mark here as my 10.2 centimeter. So how I divide is, from here I'll be taking 10 mm, 10 centimeters, and from here I'll be taking 2 mm. Then total will become 10 centimeter plus 2 mm. Total will become 10.2 centimeters. In order to make 10.2, then I need to divide this 10 to 11. Suppose this is my distance 10 to 11. I have to make the 10 divisions inside 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have to make the 10 divisions. Then only I can make mark 10.2. Suppose if I want to mark 12.5, if I want to mark 12.5, then between 12 and 13, I have to mark 10 divisions. Again, I have to mark 10 divisions. Then fifth one, I can make it as this one. So what the our engineers have done in the engine drawing, what they have done is, instead of dividing between 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, it's a time taking process. If you are creating a new scale, because we have very less time in the drawing class and in the exam we have very less time to do. So what we have done is, instead of dividing between 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6, 7 to 8, so instead of dividing, what we do is, we make the divisions. We make this division of main division only at the first. Between 0 to 1 only we make the division, and here we take only the main division. We only divide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 only. We don't divide between 4 to 5, because if I want to divide 4 to 5, I have to divide 10 equal parts. Then here also I have to divide 10 equal parts. It is a repeating process, and engineers doesn't do the repeating work. He will do the smart work, he doesn't do the hard work. So what we do is, here we divide only the first division. Suppose 0 to 1, this 0 to 1 we divide. And suppose if I want to measure 12.5, so what I do is, from this distance I take the 12. From this distance I'll take the 12 main divisions, and from here I'll take the 0.5. So complete my distance will be 12.5. If I want to measure 10.2, so what I do is, I will highlight 2 mm from this side. I will highlight 2 mm from this side and 10 mm from the other side, so that it will become 10.2. Okay, that is the main use of the plane scale. If you see here, if in this is the plane scale with 1:1 ratio. So suppose if I want to measure 10.2, so what I do is, first one I'll make 0. This is my zeroth division. So if I want to make 10.2, so I will highlight 10 here, and from here I'll mark this is my 1, 2. In the reverse I need to mark, not from here. In the reverse I need to mark 1, 2. So this is my first division, this is my second division. So from here I'll measure the 2 mm, and from here I'll measure my 10 mm. So total become 10.2. Suppose in the same scale, if I want to measure 13.2, so what I do is, I will highlight my 13 here. I will highlight my 13 here, and I will highlight my 5 here. This is my 5 mm. So 5 mm plus 13 centimeters, total become 13.5. If in case I want to measure 15 centimeters, maximum distance I want to measure, then what I do is, I will highlight the 14 from this side. So this is the 14 centimeters, 0 to 14. I will highlight my 14 centimeters, and here I will highlight my 10 mm. 10 mm equal to 1 centimeter. So this 1 centimeter plus 14 centimeter total will become as 15 centimeters. So that is what we do in the plane scale. Yeah, any doubts you can unmute and you can ask. Anyone, any doubts you can unmute and you can ask. Anyone, any doubts you can unmute and you can ask. So that is the main difference between a normal scale and plane scale. In the normal scale, if I want to make 7.7, then I have to divide 7 and 8 into 10 equal divisions. It is a repeating process. Engineers don't do repeating process. So that's the reason we create a plane scale such a way that first division we make 10 divisions. If I want to measure 7.4, so what I do is I will highlight 7 centimeters from here and 4 centimeters from this side. Then total will become as 4 mm plus 7 centimeters. Total become as 7.4 centimeters. Okay. Any doubts you can unmute and you can ask. Because if you don't understand this, you don't understand the next concept. Okay. Yeah. Anyone, any doubts you can unmute and you can ask. No doubts. Then I'm going to next slide. Yeah. So already we discussed what is a plane scale. It is a consist of two subsequent units. Okay. And now we know, now we learn how to draw the construct a plane scale. So there are few steps how to construct a plane scale. The first step is calculate RF. Whether it is 1:1, 1:2, or 2:1, you have to calculate RF. First thing you have to calculate RF. Next thing you have to calculate what is the length of scale. So length of scale equal to RF into maximum distance. If you multiply RF into maximum distance, then you will get LOS. Then you have to find the least count. Least count is nothing but, suppose if you take your normal 15 centimeter scale, the least count is 1 mm, because least count is mm. Least count is 1 mm, because less than 1 mm you can't measure anything on your normal scale. If you want to measure 0.5 mm, it is not possible to measure 0.5 mm on your scale. You can measure only 1 mm. So that is the least count. So what is the least unit you can measure? Suppose in the meter and decimeter, in the if you have created meter and decimeter scale, then decimeter is the least count. If you have created kilometer and hectometer, then hectometer is the least count in that scale. If you have created feet and inches, inches is the least count. Least possible measuring unit is the least count. If you see the millimeter and 1/10th millimeter, then 1/10th millimeter is the least count of that problem. Okay, so like this you have to know, you have to calculate the RF value, you have to calculate the LOS value, and you have to know what is the least count of that problem. You have to know. Okay. Yeah. So I hope you have understood. Before starting the first step, you have to calculate this RF, LOS, and least count. You have to compulsory calculate. And the second step, you have to create a rectangle, because your scale, if you see in your uh, see your 15 centimeter scale, it is in a rectangle. It is in a rectangle. So compulsory you have to create a rectangle and label the rectangle as A, B, C, and D. Compulsory you have to label it A, B, C, D. Okay. ABCD, and this AB distance, whatever may be the AB distance will be the LOS value. What is the LOS value? This LOS value will be your AB distance. Okay. And height, AD. The AD height you have to take it as 5 mm. In few textbooks there are 10 mm you can take, but I suggest students generally take 5 mm, because taking 10 mm is no use. So better to take 5 mm. Within 5 mm you can draw, not a problem. Okay. Take the height equal to 5 mm. In few textbooks they recommend to take 10 mm. Okay. It's your wish whether to take 5 or 10 mm, but generally I prefer to take 5 mm, because if you take 10 mm, unnecessarily the sheet will be wasted at the top. Instead of that, you can accumulate 2 to 3 problems in one sheet. Okay, so that's the reason I prefer to take 5 mm. You can take 10 mm, it's your wish. Next, what we have to do is, suppose this is 15 centimeters, then what I have to do is I have to divide AB line into 15 centimeters. Equal divisions I have to make 15. So then same thing, you have to use the dividing a line. You have to take the inclined line And this inclined line you have to divide into 15 equal parts. Example, you are creating your same 15 centimeters scale, then you have to divide into 15 centimeters and you have to join and you have to create the 15 centimeters here. Okay, because until and unless you divide equally, because your scale is also 1 to 2 is a equal division, 2 to 3 is a equal division, so that's the reason you have to divide this line into equal number of parts. Okay, and after creating you have to join after dividing this one. So suppose this is your scale. After dividing, draw the vertical lines. You have to draw the vertical lines. Okay, so whatever may be the division, suppose there are 6 divisions, 7 divisions, whatever may be the divisions as per the problem, you have to divide. You have to take an acute angle and you have to incline line and you have to make a divisions. And generally what we do is we mark here as first one as 0, next 1 2 3 4 5, but in this case first one you have to mark it as 0. Why? Because we consider this as our main division, because if we consider other thing, then we have to divide all this 1 to 2 2 to 3 all divisions we have to make. So instead of skipping, instead of repeating the work, what we do is we divide only 0 to 1. So that's the reason here we mark it as 0. Next will be 1 2 3 4 5 6, like that you will get 14 till you get 14. And if you want, total length is 15, total length is 15 centimeters. If you want to measure 15 centimeters, then what you do is you take the 14 centimeter from this side and another uh, 1 centimeter from this side. Total will be 15, but first one we have to mark it as 0. Compulsory you have to mark it as 0. So this is the important point, compulsory mark it as 0 at the first division. Then this will total will become 14. And if I want to measure and I have to divide again, I have to again take my acute angle here. Again I have to take my acute angle and I have to divide this one into 10 equal parts, because I need to know the divisions. So that's the reason I have to make. Then the least count of this one will become 1 mm. Then the least count will become 1 mm. Suppose if I want to measure 10.2, so I will highlight 10 from this side and 2 mm from this side. So total become, this is 2 mm and this is 10 mm it will become. So that's the reason first one you have to mark it as 0. First one you have to mark it as 0, then you are so on, you can mark it continuously. Okay, and at the bottom right corner, and here you have to write the main division. In this scale the main division is centimeters, so you have to write small cm, you have to write. And left side you have to write the subsequent unit. What is the units, how many divisions, what is the single least count you have to write. So here least count is mm, so here you have to write mm, here you have to write cm, and here you have to write LOS or I will show you. Then at the bottom left corner you have to write the subdivision unit. Use the acute angle method and divide it into 10 equal parts and write down the subsequent unit here. Okay, at the bottom center of the rectangle you have to write RF value, because you have calculated RF. No need to show any calculations in the exam. In the exam you no need to show any calculations, just write what is the RF value and just write what is the LOS value. After your calculations, create a rectangle, write what is the RF value you take. Suppose 1.40, 1.1, 1 is to 20, 1 is to 3, whatever may be the whatever may the RF value, you have to write RF value here. In the two horizontal lines you have to write the RF value and LOS value. Here you have to write main division, what is the first main division, what is the subdivision, and what is the RF value, what is the LOS value, you have to mention this one. Okay, yeah, any doubts, anyone, any doubts, you can unmute and you can ask. Because if you don't understand this, you don't understand other thing. That's the reason I'm explaining slowly so that you can understand. Yeah, any doubts, you can unmute and you can ask. And take the screenshot, because it will be helpful while you are drawing on your drawing sheet, because you have to draw it at your home and you have to upload in the Google Classroom. Okay, and those who haven't joined the Google Classroom of EIE, they need to join the Google Classroom and upload your drawing sheet. I'll be correcting your drawing sheet in the Google Classroom. Upload the drawing sheet number 3 in the Google Classroom. Okay, yeah. So I'm moving to the next slide. Any doubts, you can unmute and you can ask. Anytime you have any doubts, you can unmute and you can ask. So I will show you a small video how to, whatever I explained, I'll show you a small video so that you will be understanding what are the things you will be doing. Okay.
Construct a scale of 1:4 to show centimeters and long enough to measure up to 5 decimeters. All right, so two different units have been given to us in this particular problem. One is centimeters and one is decimeter. And you should know this, that 1 decimeter is equivalent to 10 centimeters. All right, so let's move forward. So we have this representative factor, that is 1:4. Or you can also say that the true dimension will be reduced by 4 times. Okay. Now, guys, the scale that we're supposed to prepare should be able to measure up to 5 decimeters. So the maximum length is obviously 5 decimeters. Let's move ahead and let's get the value of length of scale. Now, length of scale is given by this formula, that is RF multiplied by maximum length. So we have RF as 1/4 and we have maximum length as 5 decimeters. So let's just put in all these values and let's see what happens. So we have this length of scale, RF has no units, and this maximum length has a unit, decimeter. So this, if you do this calculation, this is 5, 1 is 5 and divide by 4, it would work out as 1.25 decimeters. But unfortunately, the issue is the scale that we do have is a centimeter scale. The physical scale or a ruler that I'm talking about is something which has dimensions in millimeters or in centimeters. Okay. In India, the most popular scale or ruler is having a dimensional unit as centimeters or in millimeters. Now let's move forward and let's see what else can be done. And hence we need to convert this decimeters into centimeters. Now guys, 1 decimeter is equivalent to 10 centimeter. So the next thing to do is, in place of this decimeter, we'll be writing 10 centimeters. So let's do that. And on doing this calculation, 5, 10, 50 over 4, 50 over 4 is obviously 12.5. That's it. So the length of our scale has worked out as 12.5 centimeters. Okay, job done. Now let's start with the construction. So initially I'll be drawing a line equivalent to 12.5 centimeters, something like this. All right. Now this represents 12.5 centimeter in drawing sheet, but in reality, this represents maximum length. What is the maximum length? It is equivalent to 5 decimeters. So you can also say that the line over here represents a maximum of 5 decimeters. But what to do now, man? As an engineer, we should be able to make sure that this scale is good enough to read up to 1 decimeters. And for that, I'll be dividing this line into 5 equal parts. And for that, I'll be making a line randomly at any angle and of any suitable length, something like this. And then with the radii of 1 centimeter, I'll be putting up arcs. Starting from this point as the center, I'll put up the first arc, and then this as the center, second arc, third, fourth, and this is going to be the fifth arc. Now, the next step is extremely important, guys. You need to make use of a mini drafter. You can keep your mini drafter over here. All right. And then with this point and this point, you need to join these 2 points. Okay. That's it. And then tighten the screw. Then take your drafter ahead over here. That is at the fourth arc. All right. And then again, you need to draw a line. You can clearly see that these 2 lines are absolutely parallel to each other. Okay. And if you keep on moving your drafter to this point, this point, this point, you'll ultimately realize that all the lines drawn are absolutely parallel to each other. And eventually this dark line that I've made gets divided into 5 equal parts. That's it. Now, in the next step, I'll be giving a height to the scale. Let us say this is going to be 1 centimeters. And let's finish this. Let's start drawing lines from these intersection points like this. All right. So this is basically the skeleton of the scale. And in the next step, I'll be providing designations to all these markings. Okay, guys, let's move ahead. I'll be drawing 4 lines over here. This is the first, second, third, fourth. Now you can clearly see the difference between this line and this line over here. This line appears as if it's very light, and you should use a 4H pencil for doing this. And this line which I have drawn can be drawn with the help of an H pencil. It should be dark. All right. Now in between these 2 lines, I'll be placing numbers. Okay. Now at the end of the first division, I'll be writing a 0 over here, something like this. Okay. This is going to be 1. This is going to be 2, 3, and 4. Now each division is equivalent to 1 decimeter. Okay. So at the end of first division, if we place a 0, this is going to be 1 decimeter, 2 decimeter, 3, 4. That's it. Now to the right of 0, we have the main unit in the form of decimeter, and to the left of 0, we're having the subunit. Okay. And 1 decimeter is equivalent to 10 centimeters. We all know that. And somewhere over here in between, I'll be writing representative fraction RF that is equivalent to 1:4. That's it. To the right of 0, main unit decimeter. To the left of 0, subunit centimeter. That's it. Now this portion of the scale over here represents 1 decimeter, and 1 decimeter is equivalent to 10 centimeters. So in order to see a division of 1 centimeter each, what you need to do is you need to divide this section over here into 10 equal parts. And for that, the process is pretty simple. Okay. And something like this, you have to make arcs over here, 10 arcs. All right. Since this has to be divided into 10 equal parts. Now these arcs that I'm going to draw are of 5 millimeters. You can always change the arc radii. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. Now let's join this point with this point. Okay, since this much is the portion that we need to divide into 10 equal parts. Let's do that. Now you can keep your trapeze over here. Okay, tighten the screw, move it to the 9th point, and then draw a line. You can clearly see that these two lines are absolutely parallel to each other. Keep on doing so from the 8th point, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. You can clearly see that this line gets divided into 10 equal parts. All right. In the next step, I'll be shifting these points somewhere here. This line that I've drawn is at a height of 5 millimeters, say, and I have to shift this point over here and draw a line. Then this point, draw a line. Something like this, and please watch it carefully. You can keep your trapeze absolutely set and bring it over this first point, say, and then you need to draw a line, something like this. Then shift your trapeze slightly ahead towards this point and then draw a line yet again. Now keep on repeating this process until you have all these 10 markings. All right. So this over here, this small portion over here, guys, represents 1 centimeter. This portion over here represents 2 centimeter. If you keep on going ahead, you'll see this much distance represents 5, and this much.
Okay. So what we have to do is, first we have to make the main divisions based on LOS. This is the length of LOS. We have to make the total 5 divisions. In the problem, they have asked total 5 units of decimeter. So we will be dividing 5, and this 5 first we'll mark it as 0, 0 and 4. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and if you add this one, it will become 1. Okay. And you have to again divide this main unit. First main unit you have to divide into 10 equal parts, because 1 decimeter equal to 10 centimeters. So that's the reason we'll be making this 1 decimeter equal to 10 centimeters. So that's the reason this is a 1 decimeter line. So for this 1 decimeter line, we have to divide into 10 equal parts, and this height will be 5 mm. And we'll be dividing 10 equal parts. And if you want to measure, suppose 3.2, 3 decimeter and 2 centimeters. So what I have to do is I have to highlight 3 from this side. I have to highlight 3 from this side, and I need to highlight 2 from this side. So total will become 3.2 decimeter. Suppose if I want to highlight 2.8 decimeters, then what I do is I will highlight 2 from this side, and I will highlight 8. This is 10, 9 and 8. So I will highlight the 8th point. This will be 8 centimeter, and this will be 2 decimeter, dm. Okay, so total become 2.8 decimeter. Okay, so like that you have to make the division. Any doubts, you can unmute and you can ask. I'll also share this video in in our Google Classroom. I'll share the video. Any doubts, you can unmute and you can ask. Yeah, if no doubts, then I'll be starting the problem. Same problem, whatever I explained, the same problem what given here. Okay, so in this problem, they have asked construct a scale of 1:40. So you need to know what is meant by 1:40 term, which can read meters and decimeters. So 1 meter equal to 10 decimeter, because yesterday we already discussed that decade we call 1 year is year, decade is nothing but 10 years. So 10 decimeters, so it will divide into 10 equal parts. 1 meter can be divided into 10 equal parts, and max and long enough to measure 6 meters. On this scale you can measure up to 66 meters. On that scale you can measure up to 6 meters, and from the 6 meters you have to measure only 4.7 meters. So I relate this to your normal 15 centimeter scale. So maximum distance of the 15 centimeter scale is 15. So they represent that it can maximum is 6 meters, and on the 6 meters you can measure up to 4.7. Suppose on the 15 centimeters you are measuring 10.2. Example, less than only you can mention. You can measure only less than the what is the maximum distance. You can't measure more than 15 centimeters on your small scale. Similarly, here you have to construct a scale such a way that the maximum length is 6 meters, and minimum you can, and less than 6 meters you are measuring up to 4.7. Okay, so I'll ask you few questions. So respond few questions. Okay. Can anyone tell me what is the distance to be measured? Yeah. Can anyone tell me what is the distance to be measured on the scale?
4.7.
Yeah. So 4.7, you have to measure the distance on the scale. Can anyone tell me what is the RF value?
1.1
1/40.
to
One
40.
yeah, 1:40 is the RF. Next, what is the maximum length of the scale?
6.
6 meters.
6 meters.
6 meters is the maximum length of the scale. Can anyone tell me what is the least count? Least count.
1/40 into
No, not it is not the least count. Least count to unit. Least count unit is decimeter. You can measure up to
decimeter.
yeah. Least count is
1
decimeter.
decimeter.
1 decimeter is the least count. Okay. So like that, you have to make few of the things. What is the LOS? What is the formula you have to use for LOS?
1/40 into 6.
By 40 into 6.
Yeah, RF into maximum length you have to take. LOS you have to calculate as RF. RF is 1:40 into maximum length. So distance to be measured here, it is 4.7 meters. You have to divide this 4.7 meters into 4 meters plus 7 decimeters. You have to divide. So you have to show the 4 meters separately and 7 decimeters separately. So total become 4.7. So RF value is 1:40. 1/40 you have to take. Maximum length is 6 meters. So if generally LOS will be in centimeters. So what you have to do is this meter you have to convert into centimeter. Every time you have to convert meters into centimeters because LOS units are in centimeters. So 1 meter equal to 100 centimeters. So that's the reason. 1 meter equal to 100 centimeters. So that's the reason we are dividing 6 into 100. 6 into 100, it will become 600 centimeters. So compulsory you have to use 600 centimeters only as the maximum length, because in our drawing sheet we can draw centimeters and we can't draw more than centimeters. We can't draw more than 100 centimeters. We can't draw. It will be limited to less than that. So we take the units as standard units as in centimeters. So you have to convert what are the value are there, what are the value of maximum length, you have to convert into centimeters. And the least count is 1 decimeter. Next you have to calculate LOS. LOS formula is RF into maximum length. So RF equal to, can you calculate and tell me what is the LOS value?
Okay, sir.
You have to use your calci and you have to tell me the value.
15 centimeters.
15 centimeters. It is 1/40 into 600 centimeters. So LOS value should be in the units of centimeter. So 1/40 into 6 into 100, because 6 meters into 1 meter equal to 100 centimeters, 6 into 100, 600 centimeters. So it will become 15 centimeters since 1 meter equal to 100 centimeters. Okay. So what is the next step? You got LOS, RF distance to measure. What is the next step?
We have to draw a line of 15 centimeters.
Yeah, you have to draw the LOS line and create a rectangle ABCD. And this AB distance is 15 centimeters. And this height you can take 5 or 10, your wish. Mark the labeling as ABCD. What is the next step after creating the rectangle?
We have to divide the line in 6 equal.
You have to divide line into 6. Why only 6? Because maximum length is 6. It can't be more than 6. So that's the reason we have to divide into 6 equal parts. 2, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, and 6 dash. And this one you have to join to the end point, and you have to join this one. Then it will join. Then you have to extend this line. Extend all this line. It will be equal divisions. I have not made equal division, but it will be equal divisions. What is the next step then?
We have to divide the first part into 10 equal parts.
Next step is here you have to mark it as 0. First step after creating, first mark is 0, then mark it as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So next step is here total will be 6 because you are divided till 6 dash. First one you have to mark it as 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And next step is here you have to again divide into 10 equal parts. Here again you have to divide into 10 equal parts and join this one so that you are again dividing into 10 equal parts. and again draw this vertical line. Okay, so here you are dividing into 10 equal parts. Then your scale is ready and you have to measure the distance of 4 meters and 7 decimeters. So you have to represent 4 meters separately. So this is 0 to 4. 0 to 4 will be 4 meters, and somewhere here will be 7. Here you have to take in reverse order: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have to go in reverse order. In this fashion you have to go. Then 0 to 10 you have to go. Mark the 7, highlight the 7. Then this distance is 7 decimeters, and this distance is 4 meters, we are assuming. Then again you have to represent what is the total distance. This total distance is 4.7 meters. You have to show. So then you have to write what is the LOS value, what is the RF value here, what is the RF value you have to write. Then what is the LOS value you have to write here, and what is the main unit. The main unit is in meters. So these are in meters: 5 meters, 4 meters, 3 meters, 2 meters, 1 meter, 0 meter. And next, this one is in decimeters. This one is decimeter. So this will become 0 decimeter, 1 decimeter, 2 decimeter, 3 decimeter. So this region is decimeter, and from the 0 to 5, whatever maybe this region is the meters region. Okay, so like that you have to represent, then your problem is completed. Okay. So this is the same problem. So first you have to divide into 5 equal parts. I have created 5 equal parts. Then this I have made into 10 equal parts. And from here I have to highlight the 4. Here I have to highlight the 4. And here I'm highlighting. You can write 0, 2, 4, 6, or if it is very small, you can write 0, 3, 6, and 9. And between 6 and 8, you'll find the 7th value. Highlight the 7th value. This is a 7 dm, and this is my 4 meters. So 7 and 4 totally become this one. Yeah. Any doubts, you can unmute and you can ask. Any doubts, you can unmute and you can ask. Yeah. So I hope no doubts. And this is what your seniors have drawn. You have to represent 4.7 meters separately, 4 meters separately, and 7 decimeters separately. Here you have to write the values as meters. What is the RF in capital letters? RF, LOS you have to write, and the CM should be in small letters, and decimeters you can write. This is the value. So this is what your seniors have drawn. You can also draw the same thing, and don't forget to give the arrowheads like this, closed and filled. Okay. Yep. And this is the problem, and this is what your seniors have drawn. Any doubts, you can unmute and you can ask. Any doubts, you can unmute and you can ask. If you have any doubts, you can unmute and you can ask. Take the screenshot of this one and you have to complete this in your drawing sheet. Okay. Yeah. I hope no doubts. So I'm going to the next problem. Any doubts, you can unmute and you can ask, because in the problem directly they gave RF value. They told what is the main unit, what is the subunit they mentioned, and what is the maximum distance. So it means that you have to divide that LOS. After calculating LOS, you are divided into 6 equal parts. Then out of 6 equal parts, you have to measure 4.7 meters. Okay. Yeah. So that is the question. So next question. Is also a plane scale problem. Construct a plane scale. So whenever I say plane scale, it has 2 consecutive units. So we have to find what is the 2 consecutive units, and the last consecutive units is the mainly it will be a least count. Okay. So show meters. So in the previous problem, directly they mentioned RF value as 1/40. In the previous problem, directly they mentioned RF value as 1/40, but here they didn't mention RF value. They gave the show when 1 centimeter represents 4 meters. So here we have to calculate RF value. Okay, we have to RF value. RF is a ratio, so we have to make sure that the numerator and denominator are in same units, and we have to calculate RF value. And so by this sentence we can get the RF value. If you calculate this one, you will get RF value long enough to measure up to 50 meters. So here we got the maximum distance. The maximum distance is 50 meters. In the problem they asked find RF. So we have to find the RF, and out of 50 meters we have to measure 36 meters on the scale. Out of 50 meters, we have to measure the 36 meters on the scale. Okay. Yeah. So can you tell me what is the distance to be measured? Yeah. Can anyone tell me what is the distance to be measured?
36 meters.
36 meters. 36 meters. And this 36 meters, you have to make the divisions. Okay. Next, what is the length of the drawing size? So this is your drawing sheet. On the drawing sheet, what is the length of the drawing size you are drawing to calculate RF? It is 1 centimeter or 4 meters. Length of the drawing size, we need to calculate RF. So that's the reason we need to know the length of the drawing size. Drawing size is 1 centimeter or 4 meters. Next, you need to know what is meant by actual size. What is the actual size? To calculate RF, you need to know. Then you have to calculate the RF. Then can you tell me what is the maximum distance to be measured? Maximum length to be measured? Maximum length on the scale
50 meters.
is 50 meters. Okay. Yeah. So next, what is the least count? What is the least count? Least count is 1 meter. It can measure up to 1 meter. You have to find the LOS value. If in order to find LOS value, you have to know the RF value. Okay.
RF 1 by 400, sir.
1 by 400 you got. Okay, we'll check whether it is 1 by 400 or not. Okay. So how we have to divide this one is 30 meters plus 6 meters. We are dividing into 30 meters and 6 meters so that we get the 36 meters. Okay. Next, we have to calculate the length of the size. So we represent 1 centimeter on the drawing sheet. So this is your drawing sheet. On the drawing sheet, if you draw 1 centimeter line, it represents 4 meters. So length of the drawing size is 1 centimeter, and actual size. If you draw 1 centimeter, it represents 4 meters. If you draw 1 centimeter line on your drawing sheet, it represents 4 meters. And this meters you have to convert into centimeters. 1 meter equal to 100 centimeters. So it will become 400 centimeters. Okay. So the RF value comes as 1 by 400 because it is 1 centimeter, 1 cm divided by 400 cm, because 4 meters equal to 400 centimeters. So what happens here is centimeter and centimeter get cancelled. So here you will get the RF value as 1 by 400. So that's the reason you have to write RF value is 1 by 400. And maximum length to be measured. So maximum length here is 50 meters, and this 50 meters you have to convert, because in order to find the LOS, RF you have to multiply RF into maximum length. So that's the reason here we will be multiplying RF into maximum length. So 50 meters, again this meters you have to convert into centimeters, because on the drawing sheet we can't draw 50 meters. So that's the reason we take the unit as centimeter. Okay, so here we have to take the maximum length to measure is 500 meters equal to 50 into 100 centimeters, and the least count come as 1 meter. Least count is come as 1 meter. Okay, so LOS you have to calculate. Can you tell me what is the LOS value? LOS value. I hope everyone understood what is meant by RF value.
12.5 meters.
8.5. What is the value?
To 12.5.
12.5.
To 12.5.
12.5 centimeters. So you have to calculate 1 by 400 multiplied by 500 centimeters. 1 by 400 multiplied by 50 into 100. Then it will become as 12.5 centimeters, since 1 meter equal to 100 centimeters. So RF is nothing but what is the, if I draw 1 centimeter line on the drawing sheet, it represents 404 meters on of the actual size. Okay. So next step, what is the next step?
Draw a line of 12.5.
Draw the line of equal to LOS, which is 12.5. Then make it as a rectangle ABCD, and next Next step. What is the next step? It can measure up to 50 meters. It can measure up to 50 meters. So here you are not dividing into 50 equal parts. We are not
5
dividing.
equal.
We have to divide 5 equal parts, because if I divide 50 equal parts, it takes more time. So what we do is I make that each division is 10 meters. So that's the reason I have to divide it into 5 equal parts. So it is 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, and 5 dash. What are the extra line? I'll delete this extra line. I'll join this one. Okay. So I'll make sure that each division is 1. So what here I'll write, first point I have to write as 0. So next will be 10. 10 meters, 20 meters, 30 meters, and 40 meters. So this distance is 40 meters and this distance is 10 meters. Total length I assume it as 50 meters, because I can't divide this acute angle line as 50 meters. So that's the reason what I do is 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. I'll make each my main division as in meters. So here you have to write main division as meters, and subdivision is also in meters. Main division is 10 meters, subdivision is meters. Okay. Then again I have to divide. Again I have to divide my subdivision. This is my one main division. My first main division I have to divide into subdivision, because 10 meters equal to 10 10 meters I can divide into 10 equal parts, so that I'll get 1 meter. So again I have to divide into 10 equal parts. Then I'll need to join all these things. Then I'll make the vertical. Then my problem is completed. Then the distance to be measured is 36, which is 30 meters plus 6 meters. So from here I will highlight 30. 0 to 30 I will highlight. It will become 30 meters. And from here I will highlight 6. 6 will be somewhere here. So I will be highlighting 6. So total will become as 6 meters plus 30 meters. Again I have to show one more measurement, such as total is 36 meters. I have to show that this is 30 meters. Then I have to write my RF value. RF value, LOS value I have to write. Then the problem is completed. Okay. Yeah. Any doubts? You can unmute and you can ask. Anyone, any doubts? You can unmute and you can ask. And in the problem, they didn't mention 1 dash, 2 dash, but compulsory you have to mention 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, because nothing should be empty. Some labeling should be given somewhere. So here you can give it as 9 double dash, 8 double dash. So this will be 1 double dash. Okay. Like that, this will be 0 double dash. Like that, you can make the divisions. Okay. Any doubts, you can unmute and you can ask. And this is what your seniors have drawn. So they have divided this into total 5 equal parts. First one 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. Next one, they divided again this one into 10 equal parts. They took only 5 mm. They took only 5 mm. So you can take 5 mm and you can draw this one, not a problem. And the main units is meters, subunits is in meters. Mention RF value, mention LOS value. So 36 meters, total is 36 meters. And this is the textbook figure. Yeah, any doubts you can unmute and you can ask. Anyone, any doubts you can unmute and you can ask. I hope you are understanding, because I can't see your faces and I don't know whether you are understanding or not. So I expect you are understanding. Any doubts you can unmute and you can ask. If any doubts, you can unmute and you can ask. Okay. So these are the two problems in the plane scale. Actually, generally, I will ask them to draw the area and other thing also. So for you, there is a time limitation. So I'm not discussing the third and fourth and fifth. Generally, I give total 5 problems. Generally, I give total 5 problems, but I'm not giving these 5 problems to you. So this is a volume. If the volume is given in the problem, you have to use this cube root and you have to solve. Same procedure. You have to use a cube root and you have to solve. RF into maximum length. You have to convert into length only. You have to convert into length only and you have to solve the problem. Okay. Same thing, you can convert either in area, you have to use cube root. If it is a area, you have to use square root. If it is a volume problem, you have to use cube root. Okay, and you can solve the problem. For you, no need to draw all these things. Draw only 2 problems in the plane scale. Okay. Yeah. So your seniors have drawn because you have time constraint. Because your first mid exam will be on 7th November. So that's the reason. And if in the problem also they can ask about feet and inches. So same thing, feet versus inches. And whenever you are measuring the maximum length, you have to convert this inches into centimeters, because all these things you have to convert inches, and 1 inch equal to 2.54 centimeters. So we have to multiply 6 inches into 2.54, we'll get 15.24 centimeters. So by using this one, you can solve the problem, same problem. Okay, no need for you to draw because you have very less time, that's the reason. Okay, and in the next class we'll start the diagonal scale. Okay, until then solve those 2 problems. Okay, yeah, any doubts you can unmute and you can ask. If yeah, all of you raise your hands, we'll be taking the attendance. Anyone not raising will be marked as absent.
So can you show the previous slides? I need to take a screenshot.
Which slide number?
In the question was the cubic meter something.
Yeah, okay, this is the question. A cube. Okay. Yeah, only 62 members raised. If anyone not raising the hands will be marked as absent. Yeah. But in exam they can ask anything. Either they can ask 1-dimensional, 2-dimensional, or 3-dimensional. Anything they can ask in the exam. Okay. Yeah. So next will be the diagonal scale. I will give you 1 minute. So in the diagonal scale, we represent 3 consecutive units. So the main difference between plane scale and diagonal scale is, in the plane scale we measure only 2 consecutive units. In the diagonal scale we measure 3 consecutive units, such as main, subunit, and other. Example: meters, decimeters, centimeters, or kilometers, hectometers, decameters, yards, feet, and inches. So these are 3 consecutive units. These 3 consecutive units, like the 3 consecutive units, you can measure in the diagonal scale. Okay. Yeah, only 79 members raised. There are only 80 members raised. So other 17 members are I'm marking as absent. Yeah, I'm lowering all the hands. If no doubts, you can leave the meeting. Attendance completed, lowering all the hands. If no doubts, you can leave the meeting. If no doubts, you can leave the meeting. If no doubts, you can leave the meeting. Any doubts, you can unmute and you can ask. Any slide number you want to take the screenshot, you can ask so that I'll move to that screenshot. Yeah, attendance completed, no need of raising the hands. Any doubts, you can unmute and you can ask.
sheet number 4 group la pedtara.
Sheet number 4 notes.
Sir.
Yeah, okay. I'll be keeping by today evening.